So this is my augmented reality and virtual reality proof of concept. The first thing that I'm showing here is the flowchart that I made for my project. This is pretty basic at the beginning stages. So this is just the general layout. This is gonna be more detailed as I progress further within the project. So the platform that I'm using is Google Earth, and I'll show what I have so far in just this minute. Um, the main idea that I'm getting, or that I want students to get from this course, or I guess more so a lesson, um, is to kind of build uh, spatial awareness and relativity skills, as well as learning knowledge about the topic that I'm presenting to them. So just moving throughout my flowchart, the first section, which will make more sense once you actually see everything. So the map marked with locations, accompanied by descriptions. After that, so moving from those marked locations, the locations show the progression of the United States island hopping campaign within the Pacific. So this is based around World War II and the United States fight within the Pacific theater. Each location can be viewed all at once, showing how far apart they are from one another. So how far apart all of the islands are in the Pacific are from one another, and again showing the distance that the troops had to travel across the ocean. Moving back to the descriptions, each description explains the significance of each island or island chain to the United States and how it affected its campaign. And then all aspects of this activity will help build upon the knowledge of the war in the Pacific theater during World War II, as well as building spatial relativity, my apologies, and awareness skills as it relates to geography. So this gives the students a better idea of just how far apart these islands are, not just within the Pacific, but where they are related to the United States and other countries, mainly Australia and Southeast Asia. Now, looking over at my project in the works, so this is Google Earth. I know a couple of you are probably using this as well for your projects. So I'll quickly walk you through what exactly this is going to look like. So right now there's only descriptions on all of these locations. I am going to add in images, significant and relevant images to each of these locations, should there be one. And this isn't the exact location coordinate-wise of each of the places, just again relative to give the student an idea of where it is. Once a student clicks on a location, they can decide if they want to zoom out to get a better look at where exactly this is in relation to, let's just say, the United States. So Pearl Harbor, Honolulu, Hawaii, they can see it's on one of the islands in the island chain. Should they decide to get a closer look at this location itself, they could use the person icon, get a street view of some of the locations, or I'm sorry, at some of the sites at the location. And then as we move forward, it'll take you from island to island. I was having trouble for some reason. This island's description is not popping up. I'm going to see if I can mess with it a little bit to get it to appear. All the other ones show up. Moving backwards. Again, just going through all of the different islands, giving a description of why it was significant to the United States when it was captured, its strategic importance, as well as discussing its geography of the island. There are a couple, once we get onto the later island chains, I believe it's right after New Guinea, I put markers on the specific islands that I wanted the students to see. Those islands don't necessarily have descriptions. I just want them to get a look at what the island looked like. And should they want to explore again, they can zoom in, put the little person on the island to get a ground view of what everything looks like. And eventually, once we reach the end of this activity, you will end up in Japan, discussing how the United States wanted Japan's surrender, and the only way that they could see this being achieved without having to essentially waste money and troops on an invasion was to drop the bombs. And I do have 2 other markers on both of the cities that were hit with the bombs. Just a short description. One city, again, they can zoom in, place it down, see what this area looks like from the ground. So I hope to develop this further. Any and all feedback is greatly appreciated. If there's anything you think I should add, maybe some other concepts to include. I was thinking about trying to figure out a way to work in some questions, maybe within each of the descriptions to make it a little more interactive. I do want to add some sort of element similar to that.